PM Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping agreed to instruct officials in their countries for expeditious de-escalation along the entire line of actual control, Ladakh, where tensions have been high since the violent clash in June 2020 in eastern Ladakh's Galwan Valley. The two leaders met on the fringes of the BRICS summit in South Africa. The two leaders, who had a meeting outside of the BRICS summit in South Africa, decided to give instructions to the proper individuals in their nations for a quick disengagement along the Ladakh. On the fringes of the BRICS summit, I spoke with President Xi Jinping. The Prime Minister spoke with other BRICS presidents. The Prime Minister brought up India's concerns about unresolved issues along the Ladakh and other places along the India-China border in his talk with President Xi Jinping, Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra told reporters today. According to Mr. Quatra, PM Modi emphasized that maintaining calm and peace in border regions and respecting the Ladakh are crucial for the normalization of relations between India and China. The Foreign Secretary stated that, in this regard, the two leaders agreed to direct their relevant officials to intensify efforts at expeditious disengagement and the escalation. On the Indian side of the border, at the Chushul-Moldo border meeting point, the 19th round of the India-China Corps commander-level meeting took place on August 13 and 14. According to the Foreign Ministry, the two sides held a fruitful, constructive, and in-depth discussion about how to resolve the outstanding concerns along the Ladakh in the western sector. According to the ministry, they conducted their open and forward-thinking viewpoint exchange in accordance with the leadership's instructions. Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, presided over the BRICS summit. Vladimir Putin of Russia participated by video conference, as did Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. The leaders of the BRICS nations Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa called for the Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism to be finalized and adopted quickly within the framework of the UN, according to a statement released at the conclusion of the three-day summit. In the declaration, it was said that we are committed to combating terrorism in all its forms and manifestations, including the cross-border movement of terrorists, as well as terrorism financing networks and safe havens. We reiterate that terrorism should not be associated with any religion, nationality, civilization, or ethnic group, it said.